Good morning, class. Today we're going to be reading Bubba the Cowboy Prince. And we're listening to the stories online because I don't have the books at home right now. They're in my classroom. So we're going to listen to this story, and I want you to think about what the character says or does, and why do you think they do that? Then we're going to do a 5-finger retell this week. So let's listen to our story, and I'll ask some questions as we go on.
Bubba the Cowboy Prince, A Fractured Texas Tale by Helen Kitteman, illustrated by James Warhola. There's the wicked stepdaddy, and Bubba, Dwayne, and Milton. Once a strapping young feller named Bubba lived on a ranch with his wicked stepdaddy and his hateful and lazy stepbrothers, Dwayne and Milton. Bubba's stepdaddy spoiled Dwayne and Milton no end, but Bubba worked from sun up to sundown doing the chores of 3 ranch hands. Bubba never complained, though. He loved ranching. Dwayne and Milton spent their days sitting on horseback bossing Bubba around. "Get them dogies along there, Bubba," ordered Dwayne. "Yeah, and watch out for them cow patties," added Milton. "You know how Daddy hates for you to track up the house." Now, Miss Lurleen, who lived down the road a piece, was the purtiest and richest gal in the county. She owned the biggest spread west of the Brazos, and she loved ranching too. But it was lonesome work, and after a while she decided it was time for some companionship. "I aim to find myself a feller," she said, "one who loves ranching as much as I do. And it wouldn't hurt if he's cute as a cow's ear either." Miss Lurleen decided to throw a ball. She sent invitations to all the ranchers in Texas.
Now, class, I want you to take a minute and let's describe some of the characters. We have Dwayne and Milton. Take a minute to describe them to your partner. We have Bubba. Describe how Bubba is in the story so far. And we have Miss Lurleen. Let's describe her. Now, you've just described 4 different characters. Now, this story is different than the original Cinderella story. Is there a prince in the story? Is there a princess in the story? Let's think about that as we go along, and let's continue.
Soon the day of the ball arrived. Milton and Dwayne spent all day getting gussied up in their finest duds. Bubba ran hisself ragged waiting on them. "Bubba," shouted Dwayne, "fetch my bolo tie." "Bubba," shouted Milton, "get my boots polished." "Bubba," shouted his wicked stepdaddy, "brush them horses and wash that wagon." By the time Dwayne and Milton and their wicked daddy were ready to go, Bubba was exhausted. Still, as they climbed into the wagon, Bubba asked, "Can't you wait for me to get ready? I want to dance with Miss Lurleen too." Dwayne and Milton, their wicked daddy, hooted and hollered. "Why, you're sorrier than a steer in a stockyard," said Dwayne. "Can you imagine Miss Lurleen dancing with the likes of you, said Milton. Miss Lurleen wouldn't even wipe the dirt clods off her boots with that raggedy shirt of yours. And you smell more like the cattle than the cattle do. Whew! Bubba took a look at himself. It was true. He didn't have a decent shirt to wear. His boots were downright disgraceful. And he did smell a bit rough. Milton and Dwayne were right. Miss Lurleen wouldn't dance with the likes of him. Bubba hung his head. He felt lower than a rattlesnake in a gully. Milton and Dwayne and their wicked daddy went on off to the ball. Bubba mounted his horse and headed for the pasture to check on the herd. The sky was getting darker than a black bull at midnight. It looked like a Texas thunderstorm was brewing. Bubba had just arrived at the cow pasture when a bolt of lightning struck, knocking him off his horse. Bubba was stunned for a moment, but when he picked himself up, he heard a voice. "Go to the ball, Bubba," said the voice. Bubba looked around. There was no one there except him and the cows.
All right, take a moment. I want you to turn and talk to your partner. Who do you think said that to Bubba to go to the ball? All right, class, we're going to stop right here for a minute, and I want you to retell the story to your partner. What has happened so far in this story? All right, so you should be able to tell me the characters, the setting. Where does this story take place? I know it takes place on a ranch in Texas. So, who are your characters? We've gone over those. And we should know what the problem is right now. What is the problem in this story? So, now that you've done your retell, we've retold 3 different things. I want you to take a video today, or you can turn and tell your partner, make a prediction of what you think is going to happen next in the story. So, you got to tell your partner what's going to happen next, and if you want to, record a video and send it to me of what you think is going to happen next in the story and how you think it's going to end. We'll do the rest tomorrow. Thank you, class, for participating. And if you have time today, I'd like you to draw your hand and do your 5-finger retell. So we should have our characters, our setting, and our problem. So draw your hand and do your 3 things on your 5-finger retell. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.